How are you today?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. We're getting ready to have our inner robot already on. It's not time for the
Yes, we
robots.
have we have not been talking for half an hour before this.
Hmm.
We have
No, we
just
have
both
not.
jumped on the live.
We have. We're
Good to see
fresh. It's nice to see you too. How are you doing? I have no
you.
idea.
Fine. I'm in a different place.
I see that. It's all pretty and
I'm not in the normal
buttercuppy.
place. Buttercuppy, yeah, it looks
Yeah,
kind of
buttercup
muted.
yellow. Oh, is it brighter? Hi, Overlord.
It is much it looks much nicer in person. It's just dimly lit, so
Oh,
so that I show up nicely. Well, I show up.
so your eyes show up nicely. Hi, Tommy. How are you doing? Um,
Can't see the comments. This is annoying.
Oh, that
Just
thank you. That's a reminder. Need to set the comments to show all because figured out from last time when Ash showed us something from the comments that I wasn't seeing all the
never saw
comments.
it.
Yeah, no, because if you don't go and change it to show all comments, it'll just show you the top comments.
Weird. Well, only the best ones. So you see
Only
them
the
all.
best ones. What it decides is the best ones. But anyway, are you ready to start this?
Do like some poem readings and stuff.
I suppose we maybe should, especially if we're going to keep it in an hour. So
Well, if they're good poems, I don't mind. So as long as they're good, I'm up for
I'm
reading them.
pretty sure they're good. People from the
But
society wrote them, so they must be good. So, hi,
yeah,
I
don't
am
take that.
Angelique from the Breath of Daydreams,
I am Harry, the poet.
and in the room is VJHD writer, the founder of the Society of Secretly Perfect Poets, and we are here to read some poetry. Meow. So, welcome.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Um, and so enter all who seek meowrific community values. Friendship shall be found amongst the paw prints of poetic ink. Harry, what is the society?
You can't make me explain it. I was going to read that.
Too late. I already read it. It's your turn.
Well, we are a collective of poets who like to write to weird and wonderful prompts, apparently, which you can join by watching these very lives and collecting secret prompts that you must feature in a piece and then send it to our Instagram.
Society
Correct.
secretly perfect poets with three U's. So, which is the apparently? Are we apparently poets or are they apparently weird?
We apparently like to write to weird
We
people.
apparently like to write to.
I don't know,
Have
some
to
people
take
might
a
hate it and just do it out of obligation, but I don't think so.
right.
Everyone seems to
I
quite
think
enjoy
everybody's
themselves.
a bit kooky. Yes, yes. So speaking of the prompts, we have one. We're going to have the prompts out in under an hour. And your first prompt that you're going to have to write to if you would like to join the society or if you're a member of the society is frazzle dazzled summer escapades. Frazzle dazzle summer escapades. The overlord will put it in the room and Harry will do his voice. Go for it, Harry.
The line is frazzle dazzled summer escapades.
And so if you're watching back and you have it muted, when you see Harry's tail, you know that's a prompt. Um,
I just
since
might
you
be
pick on me
telling you a
about my
secret. I'm
tails, you
telling you a
might be.
secret.
You might be. And so we have three people who wrote to last week's prompts. And you want to share what last week's prompts were, Harry?
So the last week's prompts involved the words hippy dippy, peace man, mellow flow, flower child, far out, and groovy. So there was like a kind of a theme. I'm
Yes.
sensing a theme.
And if they wanted the pretty paw kitty token, they had to use something like you dig or you dig.
Something like that.
Yeah, it
Bit more
had,
specific.
there was,
Oh yes, I
there,
see it in the explanation.
yes. And it needed to be 12 lines using all 6 of the secret words in a poem, prose, or short story. And if they wanted a golden ticket, then they needed to add 5 additional hippie phrases from that era and increase the line count to 30 or more.
You've got to work a little bit harder for the extra,
You do.
the golden ticket,
You do. So
but it's
I
worth it.
think
How many do you have now? Like all of them, all but one? Haven't you collected quite a few?
me, I've
Yeah.
collected, no, I've missed multiple gold tickets. I don't always do the gold
You're
ticket.
not going to reveal how many you've got there.
Okay, so I've got, let,
I'm gonna, yeah,
no, no,
just
no, no, no. So
lose
the
count.
reason the reason that I lose count is because since I make the golden tickets, or had up until now, I don't actually send my, well, I send it, but then I ignore it. I have no idea how many gold tickets I have. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
keep up with it.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
really don't.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I
have
don't know
to.
how many followers I've got on Instagram.
I don't know how many
That's just a
followers.
joke.
Actually, I do know how many followers I got on Instagram because they go up to like 135 and then immediately they go right back down to like 120. And I am in a 135 to 120 loop. And I'm like, what is going on with that? 1135 to 1120. It just goes back and forth every few weeks. It
Quite
shifts. So
specific.
it is. It's very specific. That's why I know. Check
It's
above
just the
spelling.
same group of people coming back to check whether you've got any
That is
better.
correct.
Like, ah, no, let's just go.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm more apt to know how many tickets somebody else would have than me because I'm just
I have one.
you have one.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
What is up with you,
Treasure.
Harry? Um,
I don't need more
so
than that. I'm far too prolific to need a golden ticket.
yeah, but if you like to collect things, the more you get, the more you get.
And I'm sure I got a golden ticket by default because it was like the prompt was so weird that, you know, it obscured the rules for getting a golden ticket. So like a lot more people, I think like everyone got a golden ticket that time.
Is that the only one you've gotten? You've gotten a golden ticket
Yeah.
before that once, haven't you?
No, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I
Wow. Not as prolific as you think. Tommy says, I have one. You have more than one, Tommy, don't you?
Yeah, I
I know
thought you
I've
had
made
more.
more than one for you. Um,
He lost one. It'll be down the back of the sofa,
I
Tommy.
think he lost two, actually, one or two. Yeah, but I thought he had multiple. Can I trade mine for cheese? Oh, you are cheesy enough. You don't need to trade the ticket for more cheese.
Nice.
You do the cheese. All good. You want to read some poetry?
Sure.
Since you love villanelles, I'm going to let you start with the winner, with the favorite. There was only three, so there wasn't a favorite five. So the Overlord picked their favorite, and the favorite is da 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 da.
Melrose Poetry 18.
Nell, and she got a kitty too. Purr,
A kitty?
a kitty token.
What did you get the kitty for?
If you use the purr kit, the secret word in the poem, you get to collect those little kitties.
Okay.
That's what that is. It's a
I have one
collection
of
thing.
those.
If you paid attention,
I
you
have a
have
kitty.
one,
I have a kitty and a golden ticket.
just one. Did you use yours for
Hmm.
free prompts? I'm
I'm
sure
not
you have
greedy.
more than one. I'm sure he has more than one too, Overlord. Which one do you have? You have what? The pretty one or the eclipse one? Did you do the eclipse?
No. I can't remember what I got the kitty for.
What's the
I'm
kitty
sure I
look
have one.
like? Do you remember what it looks like? No, I just know I have one.
Yeah, I have it. I have it screenshotted somewhere. Can't remember. I have
Well,
to go back and look at that. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, shall we read? Shall I
Yeah,
read?
we should. You
Um,
should.
Tie-dyed Hand by Melrose Poetry. Melrose_poetry 18. I've been called a hippy dippy, transient. I travel when I can. To me, mellow flow is so groovy. Traveling from city to city, that flower child who lives in a van. I've been called a hippy dippy. My spirit's always been a gypsy, with a tie-dyed hand sign it began. To me, mellow flow is so groovy. Cliche, but I'm known to hug a tree. Mature is my hallucinogen. I have been called a hippy dippy. On the water I drift dreamily, aboard a laid-back catamaran. To me, mellow flow is so groovy. So chill, unrefined, far out at sea. You dig? I'm all about peace, man. I've been called a hippy dippy. To me, mellow flow is so groovy.
That is a
Ta-da!
beautiful villanelle. Ta-da!
Yeah, that's
Nature,
nice.
not what did you call nature? Nature? Is that another English way to say a
What?
word, Harry?
What?
Hmm?
Nature.
Yeah, nature. It's
Just saying it
nature.
properly.
You said
There's no
nature.
C in there.
Uh,
It's not nature. It's nature. Nature. Like
nature.
tune. Like a tune.
Nature.
Nature. Tune.
Nature.
Cure.
Mm,
Nature.
I don't know
Nature.
about that. Nature.
Not
Yes,
nature.
nature. Weirdo.
Nature.
So
Naech. No, it's not nature.
I like that Tommy giving the hearts, purple hearts to Mel. I like that she used catamaran. You don't see
Yeah,
that in
I like the
poems
vibes it
often.
had. I don't know whether it was just the way that I was reading it slowly and relaxed, but I felt like it had that kind of feel to it, that kind of groovy man feel to it.
Yeah, hallucinogen. You get. I like the picture that she paints, like just this chick out in her peace van. I picture like those old VW Bugs vans, the VW vans, just grooving around. Um,
Yeah, but proper like hippie life, like the word transient
yes,
conjures up quite
yes.
a strong image, like almost that kind of hobo lifestyle, just life on the road kind of.
Yeah, and she backs up the transient with the gypsy, always been a gypsy. So she's really
Hmm.
giving this whole feel. So I really liked it. And then I like the way that she said, "You dig? I'm all about peace, man." I mean, you can see it. You can see her shifting into that groovy
Yeah,
kind of
it has that feel
language.
all the way through, and I like the refrains as well. I've
Yeah,
been
the
called a
refrains are
hippie dippy.
awesome.
To me, mellow flow is so groovy. I think that's probably my favorite line out of the lot. To
Oh,
me,
my
mellow flow is so groovy.
I do like a good mellow flow, and I use the word groovy a lot. So dang you. Um,
Yep, you got to pick one now.
are we doing the whole can't pick the same one?
Well, yeah, now that you've said it.
Overlord says it's just brilliant. It
Hmm.
is just brilliant, and I would have picked that line, but since I can't,
Yes, this is going to be the running theme that you'll see. Just conveniently every line that I pick, it's like, yeah, I was going to pick that one. No,
on the water I drift dreamily. I like that line because I do drift dreamily on water. I love water, so that works. On the water I drift dreamily. So, nah, you did not pick my favorite line. That's my
I did.
favorite
You
line.
said that. And what?
I lied.
Where is that line? Yeah.
It is the it's the next to the last. We're spending too much time being silly. We're going to run out of time on 3 poems, and that would be
Oh,
weird.
quickly read all the prompts.
And so the did we miss the second prompt? We did.
Yes, we should have done that straight away
we
before the poem. So now,
we should have.
quickly, quickly,
So
quickly. Da, 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 da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And the second prompt that we missed because Harry wasn't paying attention is sinking without a life preserver, which is what we're kind of doing right now, missing the prompts. Sinking without a life preserver.
I'm a terrific swimmer, though.
Overlord says very hippy dippy. So am I. So I don't like life preservers, but you gotta use them in the ocean. Smart. On a
What?
boat. Anyway, say the prompt.
Okay, so the second line is sinking without a life preserver.
And the third is drifting out to sea.
The third prompt is drifting out to sea.
There. We are all caught up
There.
now.
Fantastic.
Hmm.
So now you get to read your own piece by the look of it.
My own
How
piece, yes.
convenient.
It is, isn't it? And I won a golden
Did you
ticket.
arrange that because you
Ta-da!
know that I wouldn't read this one well, so you just conveniently curated?
No, actually, I didn't think you would want to read it. So that's why I did it. No,
Hmm.
I don't think this can be read badly or good necessarily because it's a song, so it's not a poem.
Well,
So
we'll see.
I'm going to read it horribly because it's a song, not a poem. And I got the kitty
Oh, so you're going to
token
sing it?
too.
Oh,
Yay!
that's cool.
No,
So you're going to
if
sing.
I would sing it if
That's
the music
awesome.
was no. I'm not singing it because without the music, it really isn't going to make sense.
You
But
just
if the
said it was
yeah
a
yeah
song,
yes,
so
if yeah yeah yes, dull life was playing in the background without the words, I would totally sing it because it's a cool song.
don't
It's
know
got
what's
cool
going.
rhythm. So,
I mean, I got a speaker. I could just quickly get it up on
Koji,
YouTube
you
and play
have
it in
it.
the
You
background, and I
you
happen to have
have
the yeah right here.
without their lyrics. I'm sure you do. No, you probably could
I can
find it,
find
so
the
I'm going to
internet
shut
later.
up. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
going to shut up. That would get us like blocked or who knows what. My one yes poem that I used is Kaleidoscope on Instagram from their music. Totally totally keeps constantly
Yeah, but
banned from Instagram.
if you just use the instrumental and then sung your lyrics to it, you
They'd
could
go, I
count
can't
that. You could
recognize that.
no, you
Oh,
could count it as
parody.
parody, so they wouldn't be able to
Oh,
flag it. Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Well, y'all's ears can thank you that I didn't think of that and nobody else did beforehand. So this is Hippy Dippy Cascade from me, from the Breath of Daydreams. She had to escape from their sympathy, far out plasters of blame devolving entropy, a hippy dippy cascade of catastrophe, life's hopped up junkie who craved a happy family. Peace, man, be groovy. Can you dig this mellow flow? Rainbow toting bona fides, the way to go. Peace, man, be groovy. Switch back and then plateau. Plant a little love in the seed you sow. Flower child, power wild. Let's go. She was just a far out trippy thing, peace out thoughts and moody rings. Like, wow, man, shroom's a powerful thing. When you free your mind, your knowledge starts to swing. Never doubt a little fling, like, wow, man, it can change a scene. Like, now, man, are you feeling keen? Like, how, man, step into this dream. Peace, man, be groovy. Can you dig this mellow flow? Rainbow totem bonafides the way to go. Peace, man, be groovy. Switch back and then plateau. Plant a little love in the seeds you sow. Stay wild and let peace play. 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 Stay. Flower child. See, it just isn't right without the music. She had to escape
I
from
can
their
feel
sympathy.
you
She
going for
had
it.
to
Go on.
escape from their sympathy. She had to 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 escape from their sympathy. Peace, man, be groovy. Can you dig this mellow flow? Rainbow toting bona fides, the way to go. Peace, man, be groovy. Switch back and then plateau. Plant a little love in the seed you sow. Flower child. But there's all sorts of music, going on in between so that you can really get
I
into
could
that
feel
groove.
you
Dun dun
hearing
dun
it in your
dun dun
head, and you
dun.
sort of stopping yourself from actually singing along to it properly. But I could feel you trying to slip into the actual
Yeah.
song. You should have just sung it. You could hear it in your head good enough. You didn't need music playing.
No, but then I'd have to wait for the long instrumental parts, and I'd just be like, oh, stop and
You'd
just
even
wait
have to wait for the
and
instrumental
wait
in your
and
head
wait
to play.
and be like, flower child. Yeah, so that
You
was my
couldn't cut it out.
no.
It would mess up the rhythm,
Could
wouldn't
mess
it?
up the rhythm. Yes. Tommy says awesome flow, Purple Hearts. Thanks, Tommy. I don't know that I did awesome flow on that, but if you had the music, put the music on, Tommy, and listen to it and sing it, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, that was badass. Totally.
It
Anyway,
was good. It was like a hippie rock anthem. It felt
yeah,
like.
yes. Well, it's a cool song. I mean, it's not a hippie
I
song.
don't know the
It's what
song. I
from
know the band, but I don't know the song.
you don't know the song? Look up the song. I mean, the song's got really great rhythm. I'm going to send you the song. It's a great song. So it's all the song's fault that it's awesome. So pick your pick your favorite line. Tell me what you like about my song.
Far out plasters of blame devolving entropy.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
line.
either that, but I kind of like the hippy dippy cascade of catastrophe. But hippy
You
dippy
can't
is
choose the
part of
title.
the. Yeah, it's yeah, it's also the
Oh, that's his
title
line
and
too.
one of the
Oops. Don't even know my own line.
hippy cascade of catastrophe. It's good, but yeah, like you said, it's basically the title and it's one of the prompts.
And Overlord
Although
says,
far
"Yep,
out, far out is one of the prompts, isn't it? But anyway, I
yeah."
don't know. I like the word entropy, so I choose that one.
And Overlord says, "Yep, hippie rock anthem suits." Thank you. I think I don't have a favorite line, but I liked um, whenever because I was trying to get in all the different more phrases so that I could get that golden ticket, and so the like wow man, and so I like the part where I switched with what they have in the song, and I like the whole stanza of like. Where it says, never doubt a little fling, like, wow, man, it can change a scene. Like, now, man, are you
Yeah,
feeling keen? Like, how, man, step into this dream. I like the rhythm of that with the one word change.
but it
Um,
also brings it into more like because it feels like it could be more kind of folksy and soft rock, but when that little bit happens, it feels like it's leaning into a bit more like a rock song, and then you get those repetitions later,
yeah.
more like like chanting almost. So
Yeah,
it
well,
feels like
but
a bit
also that's
heavier.
very
So it's
hippie. The
cool.
like, wow. I mean, that's very a hippie
Yeah.
kind of thing to say. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, they're
but
super hippie, but it all is pretty much. I mean, she had to escape from their sympathy. But yeah, it's all very hippie.
well, thank you.
Yeah,
That
I
means we're
like it.
on to the
The way it
fourth
plays with the
prompt.
rhythm. Fourth prompt, quick.
Da 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 da
Da-da-da-da!
da da. A wave of madness. A wave of madness.
The fourth prompt is a wave of madness.
And if you're going for the pretty kitty token, then you have to use the word fuchsia.
The kitty token is fuchsia.
When you see the cat, you'll get it. And so,
Cryptic.
very cryptic. Are you ready to read the next poem?
Sure. I believe this is by the Overlord, VJHD writer.
And they got a golden ticket.
And
Da 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 da
yes, it looks
da.
like a
And a kitty
golden
cat.
ticket and a kitty.
Yes. Yes.
And this is called Grumpy Hippy Dippy. My father was a hippy dippy, not the flower child. Not. Start again. My father was a hippy dippy, not the flower child kind, of course. The grungy, grumpy musician, with a smile that melted my heart. He nailed a black shirt to do the front door. Don't worry, Xmas will be over soon. He stopped in black boots and never spilled his coffee. A pair of barbecue tongs is how he kept the laundry doors from swinging open. He could build a computer from scratch while making dinner for six. He had a man bag all black, with his grandkids bling to boot. He'd turn and smile at those who stared. You dig? My granddaughter can make you one. He was so proud of his grandbabies. He sang his blues to an empty room, caused the world around him to sing. He poured his soul into the notes, played the keys to which he dreamed. He fought the systems that held him back. Don't let the man keep you down. He never did, in a gentle way. He could shake the world awake. Sometimes he would set the room ablaze. Peace was never the destination. Understanding was the key. A mellow flow. Peace, man. Far out, he was a groovy dad. More power to the people? No, he wouldn't suggest that. He learned the trick to survival. Just stay out of the way. Make the world around him beautiful. Grow passion fruit and lemon mint herbs. He would potter about being kind. Leave the crazy at the door, he'd say. Live and let die.
That was awesome.
That's a sweet story.
And my favorite line is grow passion fruit and lemon mint herbs before you can get it because I love passion fruit.
I was not even going to say that at all.
It's so unexpected, so I really like it. And Tommy says, "Well woven, Overlord, purple hearts." Tommy gave everybody purple hearts tonight.
So, no, I quite like he could shake the world awake.
Yeah, that's nice too. And Overlord is giving you
There's a
hearts for
choice
the
between
rain.
that and the grungy, grumpy musician, just because I like the word grungy in there. But no, I stand by it.
Yeah, I like.
He could shake the world awake. I like that.
Yeah, I
And
like
it's a
that too.
nice, it's just a nice story. It
It
feels like a
is.
nice homage because it doesn't paint too much of a sort of rose tinted picture. It's still got a kind of edge to it, but it's like saying not the typical hippy dippy, the grumpy hippy dippy. It's in the
Yeah.
title there, which is quite a funny image.
You can feel the love in it. And Overlord says his little back porch was covered in passion fruit.
That's
Ooh,
pretty cool.
that's
It's like
awesome.
an eccentricity to
Yeah.
have, just like, yep, I'm gonna have loads of passion fruits.
Well,
Why
maybe
not?
everybody
I
in
bet they were
Australia
delicious.
has
They're so
passion
nice.
fruit
Passion
everywhere.
fruits are amazing.
I know. I love passion fruit. That's why it's my favorite line, but I rarely find it where I'm at. So it's like when I do find it, it's a real treat. Um,
Yeah, and we
so,
only get tiny little wrinkly ones that have probably traveled thousands of miles and were picked months ago. So I bet
mm-hmm.
one fresh off
Mm.
the, is it a vine? Does it grow on a vine or a tree? Is it kind
I
of
think it's a
vine?
vine. I don't know. I know. I just know that when I moved to California and I had grapefruits and lemons and limes and oranges stretched fresh off a tree, that was very different than getting them
Yeah.
from the
Whereas
store.
like
And I
in
really
Spain where you
liked
get
it.
the oranges and stuff. Yeah, it's ridiculous when you go back home to one of those places, from one of those places, and you go to the store and buy some, and it's like some sort of wax trick fruit. It's all kind of dry and and sort of flavorless.
There's something just wonderful about the fragrance too, being able to walk out your door and just inhale all that citrus and like the herbs around and then just pluck it. Overlord says, and his grandpa name was Grumpy and Hippy Dippy in his phrase. And I love this prompt. A
And
vine. And yeah, they are amazing
his
fresh.
grandpa name was Grumpy. That's pretty good.
Well, this was wonderful. Thank you, Overlord.
That's such a good irony. His name was, call him Grumpy, yet he has passion flowers. I mean, passion fruit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a funny little juxtaposition, but sounds awesome. Sounds like a character.
He sounds like he was quite a character. But we also had two other people who wrote to this prompt, but they did not turn their prompts into the chat on time, so they did not get read and will not be posted. That be the rules. I read their poems. Their poems are pretty freaking phenomenal. So it really
Yes, I don't
sucks.
think I went. There was one that came in just before, so I didn't get a chance. I did read one of them though.
Yeah. And
But yeah, rules is rules.
rules is rules. If
Everyone
you
else, there's countless times that, I mean, not, I haven't handed things in late. I've just done them wrong countless times, whether it be intentional or by accident. And, yeah.
And I would say that's the one big rule is if you're in a society, it has to go into that chat and it has to be on time.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I mean, if it isn't, you're just likely to be missed anyway, just from not either not popping up in a feed or just missing the tag not showing up.
yeah.
And
Yeah. And
yeah,
that's the whole reason that's there is because tags don't show up all the time and
and trying to
notifications are
go through
insane.
people's profiles as well, trying to find the actual thing, because some people are quite prolific. So trying to find something that they might have posted within a week that relates
Yes.
to the live you meant
Yes.
to do is tricky. So it is, they are, the chats are there for everyone.
And Overlord says, yes, they were amazing poems. And yes, it must be in the chat or I can't find it. And speaking of what must be in the chat, the final prompt are the rules. So you want to give the original and I'll give the golden ticket part?
Okay.
Hmm. It says right there. Final prompt rules.
Do you want me to read it out? Yeah.
Hmm.
The final prompt rules are: it has to be a 20-line poem, prose or short, including every secret line. The gold ticket, for the gold ticket, you have to write an individual poem using each line and token word if the token word is wanted, with a 12-line minimum per poem.
So
And
that would be
the
5 total
lines must,
poems.
yes, a poem for every prompt. And each line has to be a 3-word minimum.
Yes, to count. I
That is
mean,
that is
you can have lots of
that is
one
one of
word
the ways that
lines.
I got disqualified, was not
Yes.
doing that.
Yeah. And that's not to say you can't put 1 or 2 word lines in your poem. You can. They just won't count towards the line limit. So there's that.
I agree.
And they must be turned in. If you're in the society, they must be in that chat by Friday the 17th at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Saturday the 18th at 5:59 a.m. GMT, or Saturday the 18th at 9 a.m. AEST. And if you're not in the society and you're entering it, you must have your poem mailed to Society Secretly Perfect Poets at by those time, and that is 3 use. Perfect. Hi, hi, Ash. How are you doing?
Hello.
What? I don't know what that is. Is that a fish?
It looks like some sort of cold face. I can't really work that out.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah, I
see
feel
that
like you should
good.
have read all of those things, like the terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions may apply. Um,
Deadline is Friday the 17th at 11:59 CST, Saturday night.
And this video, if you haven't watched it live or you only caught part of it live, the video will be up for 48 hours uh, from the time that it ends, and then it will be taken down until the prompt goes live. So you have 48 hours to watch it and get the prompt words to be able to write to.
So hurry. It's a clock.
Hurry, hurry.
Oh yeah, it is a clock. I see. It's a kind of. It's not a very impressed looking clock.
Oh, I thought I saw eyeballs in a
I
mouth.
think it is a clock.
I don't know. I'm too blind to see that. You think it's a clock.
Yeah.
Hi.
I
So,
agree that it is a clock because it is. It just has a face. I mean, it has eyes and mouth on it, on its clock.
so it's a face of a clock.
Yes, it's a clock with a face with a face. Clock face with a
So,
face. Anyway,
so, hmm. So we invite y'all to come back to the next live we're about to do because May the 4th be with everybody who wrote, and it will be androids and all sorts of good fun stuff. You're going to get robot voices. And uh, shall you take us out, Harry, since I brought us in?
shall I?
Mm,
Okay.
bye.
We are the voices beyond the din. We are the cats who will always win. We are poets of imagination, creativity, and meow scratching alphabetical dexterity. We search for clues and hunt for treats. We base our prose on intellectual beats. We keep a sharp eye towards various causes. We attract certain types of poetic pauses. We have a propensity for finding the fun when not being studiously serious with puns. We are the voices above the fray, with a safe space for those with something to say.
Instinctual beats, not intellectual beats. Don't make us smarter than
Yes.
we are. Yes. Um,
Oh, that
and Tommy
definitely didn't
says,
make us smarter than we are.
and Tommy says, thanks. Great show. Thank you for coming, Tommy, and everybody who came. And we will see y'all, hopefully, fingers crossed, in a moment. Bye.
Farewell. That doesn't work if you pause.